Hi everyone.
Welcome to the
Aftershow.
Aftershow.
Show that's after the show.
It's the show that's after the show.
I spent my favorite part of prepping was deciding how I wanted you guys to be miserable later in life.
Yeah.
Especially Bose. I was just like, this is just mean. This is just insulting him for a couple of minutes. You're a mediocre performer who no one will ever appreciate.
You're mediocre. You're not horrible, but you're not good.
Look, I just need to start handing things out of these pockets while I have time to.
So much shit. When are you gonna bring your fun stuff out?
Look, I got a girlfriend for Bo in one of my pockets.
You have a horse in your pocket?
I do have a horse in my pocket.
Wow. I think he's already got a girlfriend.
I just have a walk in mine.
A boyfriend?
He can have a whole herd.
I'm the one with a boyfriend.
You need a horse?
Yeah, the Cyclops.
No, Mr. Light.
Look, all I know is after we're done, I'm gonna definitely pull out the pipe. So
yeah,
pipe.
The pipe of endless kush.
The pipe of endless good kush.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
He has a robe of useful things, and we rolled to see what was in all the pockets. And one of them was like, "Oh, it's a smoke. It's a pipe of tobacco." I'm like, no, it's not.
It pipes forever. I was, as a person, curious to hear what Lotus's disappointing future was going to be, but as a player, I was like, no.
I can say it was going to center on your mommy issues, on Lotus's mommy issues. You were going to pray to Mephisto, and she, like your mother, never really cared about you.
Wow.
I'm glad I stopped from hearing that.
Wow.
She made you a sandwich and then threw it in the trash.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I made my mother a sandwich, and then she was like, threw it.
Who did we not hear about? Lotus, Alistair, and Vincent?
Yeah.
I like that Melionor is just basically just the no bitches meme.
No bitches. I want to stress it was no bitches because you never accepted that you were gay. It was like, so a girl really tried to date you and you were like, oh my God, so it never happened.
Oh.
She just gay panicked a little too hard and now she's just...
And now you're single forever.
Yeah.
Now you're a nun.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna stab Bo with this syringe.
What?
I'm gonna inject him with Death Wish coffee.
What?
It'll be fine as long as we're done within an hour.
He
probably won't die.
Before we go into
how
this
many
fight, we're just
things
gonna spend 10
exhaustion
minutes.
does he have?
He only has one.
Okay, well.
So
one, three. What's the difference?
So what was Vincent's miserable future?
Vincent's was essentially, I'm not going to get into my evil narrator voice because it'll take forever to do it that way. Vincent's was essentially that he would go home to his family who he didn't really know, and they would see that he was an adventurer and they would try to be like him, and all his little siblings and everything would follow in his footsteps, and you would constantly find yourself getting into these situations where you would get hurt and you would get trapped because you couldn't do it on your own, but you couldn't bring your family into it, and you watched as your siblings led the same dangerous life you did, and you lost some of them lost limbs because they're just very little people just like you. You lose your fucking other eye. I was like, you gotta lose your other eye.
He didn't get to see any of it.
No.
But it was very much stressing on that thing of like, you're just a small person who can't even help yourself, and you're gonna leave your family in that same path of destruction. You need to accept that you're weak.
Oh,
yeah,
what about Alistair? Is he forever in servitude to Endolin?
Oh, hell yeah. No, I was fully imagining like the end is just him in a blank room just hanging from his little puppet shoulders.
And then all of his children
on the
are
wall,
also
I
hanging
I already
from
knew what
puppet
it
strings.
was. I already knew what it was. I wasn't gonna bother. I was like, I'm gonna be alone with strings on me.
Can
You already knew.
Imagine
Snurgak's
Alexander
future,
with
though.
puppet strings.
I hope she's ready for this though, because I'm about to smite her ass for 5d8 and then lightning bolt her in the same turn.
Wow.
Like,
It's wild though, because like Snurgak, you're cursed to live forever and always steal.
I mean, I feel like mine is the least bad because I'm
Is it?
old, but like at least I get to steal stuff.
Yeah.
Can you
did not
imagine
look
getting
happy as
robbed
a
by
You
like,
never
raggedy
get to
old
live
goblin.
life for real. You watch all of your friends go on and have families and lead real lives, and you're like, what if I just eat churros forever and never grow up, even though I'm so old? And I did
Twinkly goblin,
very
like,
much did watch your dog die, like on the wall.
I feel like at that point, like, people know Snood's coming, but they're just like, let him have it. He's so fucking old.
He's so old and sad, and all his friends are dead. Everyone.
All right,
knows
make
him.
sure your pocket's unzipped.
Just let him have the cotton candy. We feel bad for him.
And he like runs away like, yeah, I've stolen it.
I
You're like-
still got it.
You just got gacked.
Is that what? Is that
That's
your
what they call
catchphrase now?
That's my new
Getting
catchphrase.
gacked?
Thanks, Raina. He just got gacked.
All right, we have to bring that up in the next stream now. You need to say that as you
Yeah.
finish off the boss.
Oh my
I had
god.
dad puns I didn't get to use.
God,
still got
thank
time.
goodness.
You were too busy being mind. How did that? Because I did feel, because there were a lot of times where I was like, and here's how you're gonna role play, which I felt bad about, but I was like, okay, this won't last forever.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. Honestly, I liked it because it was like, yes, but she's invincible, right? You know, and it was like, I don't know about that one.
It would have been better if they didn't know it was if they didn't know I was being mind controlled.
Oh, if I had
Yeah.
texted you about it.
Yeah, because then
If
Max
I will
would
say
have been
we were
like,
doing a
"This
home
isn't what
game,
you
I probably
said."
would have texted
Well, I
you
mean,
about
you-
it, but I wanted people watching to be a part of it.
Even if Deanna had texted you, you tried to sumo wrestle like my brother off the bird, and then you were like, "I'm so sorry, that was not supposed to happen."
Out of nowhere, like, I'm gonna push Sasha off the
No, it was really, I thought it was so cute because you were having the conversation about like, what if we used a rubber ball and the lightning bolt?
Goodbye.
You literally
Casual
reached past
conversation
me.
suplex the child. I completely forgot that you would let your kids go inside. You guys interpreted, oh, Jeffrey's gonna do it as Jeffrey's gonna throw the kid out. I was gonna make you
Have
throw.
me throw Jeffrey
I
off.
was gonna make you throw Jeffrey.
That's what I thought it was. I was
Yeah.
like, you're gonna have me throw Jeffrey. There's
And
no
Jeffrey
way I
wouldn't
could throw
resist.
Jeffrey
I
off.
mean, he would definitely beat you in opposed athletics, but he wouldn't resist. He trusts you. You're his dad, and you just
throw his metal
this little
ass hunk
robot.
off.
Just yeet him.
I just love Sasha being like, I'm not mad, but you suck.
No, because
I'm not mad.
I was like, I can see you're getting upset. Calm emotions. Are you upset now? Are you upset?
Yeah, you're, good thing
Didn't
you
think
did that
so.
because you got a chance to explain. Because otherwise, there's going to be a few spells
Start
that might go off.
blasting shit, bro. It's all good. I got counterspell.
I mean, how many counter spells do you have? 2?
3.
Shit, I got a lot more spells.
Better
It's just
not
3
spend them all
rounds of
before
us
we
like
get to
staring at each
Endless.
other really angrily. Like, I cast this, and you're like,
I did see a TikTok and it was like 20th level wizards dueling each other, and he was like, I cast fireball, counterspell. I cast counterspell. Fuck. It just keeps going.
Hey, can you imagine we get to Endelin and you're like, well, I used all my counterspell on my party members, so I don't have any left.
just,
No, I
just
used my
drag
pack
Alistair
slots.
or Lotus in. Like,
I used all my
unconscious.
pack slots, and then they disappeared anyway. So it's like I didn't even use any spells.
The revitalization of hatred. Its power is
Been
unknown.
renewed.
No, I was talking to Jake about it. And he was like, well, you should tell Dylan that he's going to get paladin levels or another class, like when he makes a decision. I'm like, no. He has to
that
be
seems
willing to
rough.
give it up to get the good shit. It's
Or
a
the
much more
chill
impactful
dad.
decision if he's like, I'm actually giving something up instead of I'm getting a cool sword.
I was like, I'm about to be level 4 going into this boss fight. It's gonna be-
Yeah, for level 8 characters.
I know, but I'm so proud of you because I could see Dylan struggle with, okay, I'm enjoying playing this character and I want to play true to him, but oh my god.
Oh no.
He was like, but I'm gonna fucking die.
I was like, I'm gonna get to the last boss fight. She's gonna cast fireball, and it's gonna be all my hit points.
I need Alistair to like bust up in the room. All of his dad gear. He's got like a pack of Coors Light in one hand and one of his sons in the other. And he's like, guess what? I don't need you anymore. I've got kids. I'm a
I found
father
something
now.
that makes me happy.
I need to
Level
find
4
in my
spells.
very first document of notes for this, because I feel like if it's okay with you, Dylan, I have
Sorry.
Directions.
we
Got some
going?
directions.
Sleeping
Sorry.
I
court.
have in my notes, if it's okay with you, Dylan, I asked you what Alistair's greatest fear was very early on into the
You
campaign.
did.
And can I share what you sent to me? Because I have it copied and pasted into my notes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, because it makes me so happy when I look at Alistair now. Oh my god, where is it? Okay. Alistair's most afraid of that which he has sworn to follow, his own future. He fears the unknown of his own future, being someone who helps determine all others' futures. He is scared he will die alone and never find love. He's scared he will leave this world a disappointment and have nothing to show for his time here. In a way, he fears his own patron. Guess who's got a loving family, bitch? Bitch!
Bitch. And then I rolled
Makes
up
me very happy.
with my party members and my 4 children. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but Dylan, you only have 3. Wrong. I just adopted a bird outside.
I was about to say, when you were describing like the parts of your sword, it's like, wait, is there only 3? If it's like he has a small army of them, where are the rest of the children?
Well, he
Did
would
we
have had
lose one?
Angel too, but Angel was my child now. I had to let go fly away for now. Because Deanna was like, they'll be very upset if you make them fight.
No, it wouldn't be fun to have a rock in combat. I'm just gonna put that
Just
out
fucking
there.
murder that witch. It's the same health as her.
I have to walk my dog. Do end up want to
Okay.
do timestamps?
Yes, let's go ahead and do that.
Stamps.
Because looking at these 4th level spells is going to take me all night. Okay, so
I'm not
episode
even
22,
bothering with spells.
Dave the Duck. You don't get to know where that's from, audience. You'll just have to wonder.
You don't want to know. It's fine.
I don't even know where that's from.
You don't wanna
you
know
weren't
where
here
it's
for that.
from.
It's okay. It might have had something to do with a duck that, like,
The picture that you sent me.
no,
It
was related.
I'll
It was
explain later, Danny. It's
okay. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
I like how for the first timestamp I put placeholder, expecting someone to write over it. Raina
No.
did not write over it.
Nah,
They just left
it's where it's
placeholder
at.
as the first one.
You said what you said.
Yeah. Very professional of us. Second timestamp. Your reflection silently beckons you forward from the mirror. Do you follow it? Question mark. Third timestamp. 30 minutes exactly. Big bird antics. 48 minutes. Sasha gets deep-birded. 59 minutes, 15 seconds. Bothering darklings for information at the theater. Bo assumes the Karen cape yet again. Next one. Creepy creatures who hate you describe something called a mask room and refuse to tell you what's in it. Do you go?
okay. I could tell you guys. Okay, I'm sorry to do this because I know we're running out of time. There are
We
so
never
many
knew
cool
when.
rooms in this dungeon that we did not have time for. The mask room, they take people's faces off and turn
I
them into
figured.
masks.
Why
Yeah.
can't we go to that?
Because we didn't have time. Most of them are goblin faces, and you meet a little faceless goblin who's like,
Is this the one with the fucking goblins you told us
there's
about?
so many goblins in this
Oh,
building.
no.
There's like so many goblins in this
I
building.
feel
Look at the
so.
names.
We went to
cheated.
one room and then you were like, all right, it's time.
I was like, holy shit, I forgot how long rooms, because you were like, this library, we could be in here for 40 minutes. You're like, this room sucks. We could be in
We
here
don't
for
even
45
get to
minutes.
meet Dugas and whatever the fuck the other ones are.
Spunks or something.
I'll put them in
Y'all
the
were on
audience.
the
You
way
can
to
meet
see
them.
them.
They'll be around.
Okay.
Y'all were on the way to see them in that like back room. He was like, it was like a fucking goblin surrounded by goddamn electricity poles. I was like, what the fuck? And then it was like, and then they were like, all right, now you have to worry.
We have to recruit them.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm going to
Again,
go ahead and take control. And
after
guide
the
you where
Endland
you're
fight,
supposed to
depending
be.
on if you survive, you can explore the rest of the dungeon and find all the shit and all the people putting
Oh,
their
there's more
faces
after
back
her
on.
fight?
Huh?
There's more after her fight?
It can be.
Yes, there is still there are still the sleeping Zybilna for one thing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because next episode is gonna be the fight, and then I'm imagining maybe 2 episodes afterwards of sleeping Zybilna. I'm not imagining a huge or any combat after Endlin, though. It's mostly going to be solve some problems. Tell
This
me
is
what
the
goes on.
last
What
one,
about
guys.
if I solved it with force?
You can solve it with force. I'm always ready to do combat. You just don't have to. Danny looks disgusted.
She's like, why would you?
Anyway, timestamp. Sorry, I love that goblin mask room. It's so great.
Okay.
So we'll get to it after Endlin. Hour 15.
Yeah, 1 hour, 15 minutes is important for children to develop a sense of self. 1 hour and 22 minutes. Bye-bye, band buddies. 1 hour and 29 minutes, 40 seconds. The rest of the party finds its way inside, just in time to chase a spy. What?
Oh, the little thing that was like watching us. And we were like, oh, what was that?
Oh, the shadow thingy?
Yeah.
1 hour
There's
and
also a
47
shit ton of
minutes. 30
shadows in
seconds.
here. It's a great dungeon. Eventually, I'll run the
A
whole
lot.
fucking dungeon. It'll be great, but we didn't have time.
It's okay. 1 hour, 47 minutes, 30 seconds. What's our last name? Crying noises. Yeah, I kind of had a mind fuck for a second. I was like, oh yeah, you don't remember that, do you? Right. Yeah, it's apple bottom. And then he was like, ew. And I was like, yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, it has to do with our asses. It'll grow in you one day.
I should have specified that when you see teenager, like his shoulders fill out, other parts of him fill out.
Oh my god.
His ass acquires the apple.
He lives up to his name.
2 hours exactly, forward and backwards, the orrery of tragedies. 2 hours and 17 minutes, the orrery is mean to Bo. 2 hours and 22 minutes, the orrery is nice to Snud and then very mean to Snud.
Story continues to be very mean for some time.
Yeah, they just kind of put the asterisk on either side. Just continues to be very mean for some time. 2 hours, 37 minutes ish. The gang wants to go big. Alistair attempts to get the gang to go home. 2 hours, 51 minutes. Alistair makes a choice for the children. Heart. Last one, all caps. The gang gets hyped for murder. So excited for murder.
I think one of my favorite things to say this episode is, wow, Nora, you're so unlovable.
Snud was a complete
It basically
asshole
said you're
after every
unlovable.
future. There was like
So
only
mean.
5 followers, and then
It's like, here, let me summarize what you just
I
saw.
was really laughing
Three
when you
words.
saw Bo performing with nobody there. Like all of you were like,
It's so pathetic, Bo.
And then just
Yeah.
Then Snudgek just immediately like, Eleonora, nobody loves your ass.
like,
In
I'm
the
good. I'm
future,
old
you're
and I still have
alone.
churros and I'm still stealing stuff. You guys suck though.
You
everybody
imagine
leaves
ran
me,
up-
but at least I have churros.
Snud made
Imagine
fun of
getting
the-
ran up on by like a crippled ass goblin with hunchback and they just rob your ass blind. You're like, how?
Like you
How
just
old
feel
are
them like
you?
in your pocket. You just ignore it.
How can you move like
You
that?
just feel the weight of it. You're fucking like,
Like, oh, I think you stopped trying to steal from me. I think you just crawled in there and took a nap. I just
How
have
can
him in
you
my
even?
pocket
How
now.
can you even
I
steal?
think
Like
he died in there.
your pockets are so fat with churros, but you're still just out here crushing stealth checks. You're just still out there.
It's the sugar.
They just
It
come
was-
out to their living room completely robbed, but all but churro crumbs. Like,
I will
It's
say
true.
I very much enjoyed how Snud made fun of the first 2 people that went, and then their future came, and they were like visibly upset.
Wait, this is not good.
They're like, I don't think it's the real future.
This is wrong.
I disagree.
yeah. The first crank. Oh, this is some good shit. I think this is telling the future. The third crank. All right, y'all can stop.
All right, turn it off.
Sasha was visibly like, no, I don't want to anymore. I was like, I'm not even gonna try.
I want to know what Sasha was suffering from.
I'm actually a little curious about that. What was he confessing about?
If I had done Lotus's future, which Lotus shut the fuck down,
Yeah.
he's not your brother. He doesn't remember
Oh,
being
no.
your brother. He has the body of your brother. He doesn't have the memories. He doesn't remember your mother. He doesn't remember growing up with
Because
you.
we didn't kill all the witches in that future.
he doesn't know who he is, and he can't be who he's supposed to be for you. And he's trying really hard, but he can't do it.
That dumb witch should have known that would just motivate me to kill her.
Bitch.
Why would she show me that?
He's gonna
The
leave
mean-
you.
The part that's genuinely very mean is that after the prayer and Mephisto not answering, your shoulders would slump, and with your high insight, you can tell it's in disappointment that Mephisto didn't answer, but also relief, because that means your brother still needs you, and you've spent your entire life trying to save your brother. What would you do if you weren't needed anymore?
So Lotus is a Dean girl, is what I'm.
Yeah, he's a Dean girl.
All right then.
What the fuck?
You should brood on that for a bit, Lotus.
I do have some puns for the next episode, at least, though.
Let's go.
He wants you to feel
Excited.
bad about who you are as a person.
All right,
Look.
I do have to go walk my dogs, so
Okay.
okay. I'll see you guys later.
Be
Yeah.
nice. Bye, Danny.
Some Endolin ass next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm mad. I'm gonna find what 4th level spell would best destroy her.
Should we end
but-
the aftershow?
Yes, we're gonna go
Oh,
ahead and
yeah.
end that up. Y'all have a great night.
Bye.
It was nice seeing you all. We'll see you next time on Iron Valor.